Welcome to another lesson in our Sibelius tutorial. In this lesson, we're going to be exploring what can be done using Sibelius's Ideas window. To open this window, we click on the View tab, Panels, and then Ideas. Or, alternatively, we can use the shortcut ctrl-alt-I. Now you'll see that my Ideas window is completely empty. Yours might have a list of example ideas, but I personally deliberately turn these off because I find them a bit distracting. You can keep them if you wish, but if you don't want to, you can turn them off in the Preferences window under Ideas, and then uncheck Show Built-in Ideas. And the next time you open Sibelius up, these examples won't be shown. So the Ideas window is pretty much a souped-up, incredibly powerful clipboard. The basic principle behind it's quite simple. We select something in our score, we then click on Capture Idea, and that selection will be added to our collection of ideas. The shortcut for this is Shift-I, which makes the process of capturing ideas very convenient. I can add these back to my score by then selecting the idea that I require and clicking Paste down the bottom of the window. However, a faster alternative is to click on the idea you want, press Ctrl-C to copy that idea, and then of course Ctrl-V to paste in the score. So this alone can be very helpful, but there is so much more that we can do here. One of the greatest features is that we can make any of the ideas that we capture in this score available to any of our scores by adding it to the library. And you can see up the top here that we have ideas available for this score, ideas saved in our library, as well as a tab showing everything. The little L in the corner shows you that an idea belongs to the library. To add an idea to the library, we select the idea we want and click either Add to Library down the bottom of the window, or right-click our idea and select Add to Library there. When we do that, we can then access our idea from any of our scores. And we can go the other way. We can add ideas from our library to our score. Now, why would we need to do that if we can just access the library? Well, the reason is that we might want to change an idea for one particular score and not affect the original idea in the library. Yes, that's right. We can change and edit our ideas. So if you double-click an idea, it will open up in a separate tab, and here we can change our idea just as we would for any other musical content. To save any changes that you make, just hit Ctrl-S. And when we save it, you'll see the idea's content update in the Ideas window. If you want to keep the original idea and just make changes to a copy, you can duplicate ideas by again right-clicking on your selection. But it gets even better. An idea can be literally anything, as long as it's not a system object, which are highlighted in purple, for example a title or accelerando. And this is very good news, because most of the time the objects that you will want to copy and save for another time won't necessarily just be musical passages, but rather combinations of dynamics, techniques, symbols, or other random staff objects. For example, in my line of work, I often come across very particular types of dynamic markings that are used over and over and over again. Something like this, for example. And so having something like this on standby in my Ideas window really helps me to speed up my workflow. So it's good to have a think over what musical content you require again and again, and of course the chances are that this will change from score to score. When you've begun collecting a plethora of ideas, you might then want to begin sorting or naming them. When we right-click an idea, we can edit its information and give it things such as a name, or even a color. This will help us to categorize our ideas if we wish to, not to mention find them more quickly. When you're engraving, if you can identify any forms of repetition in a score, you'll inevitably increase your work efficiency. And the Ideas window is a powerful tool to aid with this. It allows us to copy and paste in a very specific and systematized way. So I recommend using it and wish you all the best checking it out for yourself, and I'll see you in the next lesson.